Hey everyone, welcome back to Victorious Hour. I'm so glad you're here because today we're talking about something that's absolutely essential to achieving anything meaningful in life. The power of patience and perseverance. In a world where instant gratification seems to be the norm, it's easy to forget that some of the most powerful things in life take time. Whether it's pursuing a goal, building a dream, or navigating life's challenges, the process often requires us to trust the timing of our journey and keep pushing forward, even when things don't seem to be moving fast enough. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the art of trusting the process, embracing patience, and staying persistent, because your time is coming. Make sure you stay with me until the end. I've got some powerful insights to help you stay grounded and focused on your journey, no matter how tough things may get. And if this resonates with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. What's one moment in your life where patience and perseverance made all the difference? If you're inspired, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement today, and subscribe to the channel for more empowering content like this. Let's dive in and unlock the power of patience and perseverance together. The power of patience and perseverance. Trusting the process and waiting for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow dreamers, I want to ask you a question that may have crossed your mind at some point in your life. Why is it taking so long? We've all been there, haven't we? Waiting for that breakthrough, that opportunity, that moment where everything finally clicks. It can feel like an eternity. You work hard, you give it your all, and yet sometimes it feels like the world has pressed pause on your progress. Maybe you've spent years chasing a goal, building towards something that means everything to you. Maybe you've been dreaming about it, planning for it, sacrificing for it, and yet, here you are, still waiting for the results to show up. You might feel frustrated, anxious, and even a little doubtful. When is it going to happen for me? You ask yourself, why hasn't my time come yet? You are not alone in feeling this way. Every single one of us has moments in life where we are tested by time, by setbacks, by obstacles. We are tested in our patience and in our belief in ourselves. And I know in those moments it can be incredibly hard to keep going. It can be hard to stay focused when the finish line seems so far away, especially when it feels like everyone else around you is racing ahead while you're stuck in place. But here's the truth. Your time will come. Let me say that again. Your time will come. But in order to get there, in order to reach that place where all your hard work pays off, you need two things: patience and perseverance. Now I know those two words can sound like cliches. They're thrown around all the time, right? But what I want to share with you today is a deeper understanding of what it truly means to embody patience and perseverance. Because these aren't just passive qualities. They are active forces that can transform your life if you let them. But first, let's talk about why patience can feel so difficult in today's world. We live in a time where everything is instant. Instant gratification is at our fingertips. We want results, and we want them now. We're used to getting what we want with just the tap of a screen, whether it's ordering food, watching a movie, or buying something online. And while this convenience is great in many ways, it has also conditioned us to expect that everything in life should come quickly and easily. But here's the thing. The most important things in life, the things that truly matter, don't happen overnight. They take time. Real success, real growth, real progress. They are all the result of consistent effort over a long period of time. There are no shortcuts. There is no fast lane. And that's where patience comes in. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's about how you wait. It's about trusting the process, even when it feels slow. It's about believing that your time is coming, even when there's no visible evidence of it yet. It's about knowing, deep in your heart, that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. But let's be honest, waiting is hard. It's hard when you've been putting in the work day after day, and the results are nowhere to be found. It's hard when you see others achieving what you want, and you're still struggling to make progress. It's hard when doubt starts to creep in, and you wonder if all the effort is even worth it. But this is exactly the point where patience becomes your greatest ally. Because patience teaches you something incredibly powerful: the value of timing. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Just because you haven't reached your destination yet doesn't mean you're not on the right path. Sometimes, life is about preparing you, shaping you, and getting you ready for what's to come. Think about a seed planted in the ground. You don't see the growth immediately, do you? The seed doesn't sprout overnight. In fact, for a long time, nothing seems to be happening at all. But beneath the surface, that seed is slowly but surely taking root, drawing in the nutrients it needs, and preparing itself to grow. It's the same with your journey. Just because you don't see the fruits of your labor right away doesn't mean that important things aren't happening beneath the surface. And here's where perseverance comes into play. Patience and perseverance go hand in hand, like two sides of the same coin. Patience is the ability to wait, but perseverance is the ability to keep going, to keep pushing, even when the road is long, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and even when you feel like giving up. You see, perseverance is what turns dreams into reality. Perseverance is the refusal to quit, even when everything around you is telling you to stop. It's that inner fire that keeps burning, no matter how long it takes to see results. Think about some of the greatest achievements in history. Think about the inventors, the explorers, the visionaries who changed the world. Do you think their success came easily or quickly? Absolutely not. Behind every success story is a tale of perseverance, of someone who refused to give up, even when the odds were stacked against them. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He famously failed over 1,000 times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Can you imagine if he had given up after the first few failures? The world would be a very different place today. But Edison had perseverance. He had that unshakable belief that his time would come, that his efforts would eventually pay off. And they did. Or think about J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. She was rejected by multiple publishers before one finally took a chance on her. Today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. But imagine if she had given up after the first rejection. Imagine if she had lost patience, if she had decided that her time would never come. We would never have known the magical world of Harry Potter. These stories aren't just about success. They're about the power of persistence, the power of believing in your journey, even when the world says no. And that's what I want you to understand today. Your time will come, but only if you keep going. Only if you refuse to give up. Only if you trust that the road you're on is leading you exactly where you need to be. But here's the thing. Perseverance doesn't mean that everything will always be smooth or easy. In fact, you will face challenges. You will face setbacks. There will be times when you want to throw in the towel. There will be days when the mountain seems too high to climb, when the work seems too hard, and when the waiting feels unbearable. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you are being tested, Not to see if you'll fail, but to see how badly you want it. To see if you have the strength to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. To see if you have the patience to wait for your time, no matter how long it takes. And let me tell you something. You are stronger than you think. You have within you a well of perseverance that is deeper than you can imagine. You have the ability to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep pushing, even when it feels like the world is against you. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in the process. You have to have the patience to wait for your time, and the perseverance to keep moving toward it, one step at a time. And this is where the magic happens. Because when you combine patience with perseverance, you become unstoppable. You become someone who doesn't just dream, but who achieves. You become someone who doesn't just wait for their time to come, but who actively creates it through relentless effort, through unwavering belief, and through the courage to keep going. Think about it this way. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And in a marathon, it's not about how fast you run. It's about how long you can keep running. It's about pacing yourself, conserving your energy, and pushing through the moments of exhaustion, knowing that every step brings you closer to the finish line. The same is true for your journey. Success doesn't come to those who rush. It comes to those who are willing to endure, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when it feels like the finish line is nowhere in sight. It comes to those who have the patience to wait for their time and the perseverance to keep going until it arrives. Now I want to leave you with one final thought. Your time is coming. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it is coming. And when it does, all the waiting, all the hard work, all the setbacks and struggles will make sense. You'll look back and realize that every challenge you faced, every moment of doubt, every obstacle you overcame was preparing you for that moment. But until that day comes, I want you to remember this. Patience is not passive. It is active. It is the act of trusting the process, of believing in yourself, and of continuing to move forward no matter how long it takes. Perseverance is the fuel that keeps you going, the determination to keep fighting, to keep pushing, and to never give up. You have the power within you to achieve great things, but you must be willing to wait for your time. You must be willing to stay the course, even when the road is long, even when it seems like things are falling apart. Believe in yourself, in your dreams and visions, and keep on pushing and fighting to achieve your goals. And when the time is right, you will become successful. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this speech inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more motivational content. Until next time, stay strong and keep pushing forward.